Hello, everyone. This is Northern Medicinal Prevention Physician of Tea with the Northern Duchess. And unfortunately, I'm bringing a bit of bad news today, and we'd like for you to be aware. The Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo has officially been determined to be the second largest in history, and efforts to beat the virus are on the brink of failure. The virus has infected more than 2,000 and killed 1,367 people as of June 5th, 2019, and that's according to WHO, the World Health Organization. It's a volatile security situation, and deep community mistrust has been hampered in an effort to control the epidemic. So we're doing our best to give you a bit of background on it. And as you can see in the following video clips, this is Ebola, and this is how it originated. Be aware and be ye alert. Thank you, and please watch.
Called an outbreak of Ebola in the Democratic Republic of Congo, one of the most complex emergencies that the WHO has ever faced.
Bring you the story of hundreds upon hundreds of Congolese immigrants being dropped off in San Antonio after crossing the border. But for many of them, that is not the final stop. San Antonio's assistant city manager, Dr. Colleen Bridger, revealed this to a local CBS station, quote, "The plan was 350 of them would travel from San Antonio to Portland, as in Portland, Maine. When we reached out to Portland, Maine, they said, please don't send us any more. We're already stretched way beyond our capacity."
Take me through sort of the life cycle of the Ebola virus if someone catches it, if a person catches it.
So Ebola is what we know as a viral hemorrhagic syndrome. And so a syndrome is just like AIDS. Ebola is an aggressive hemorrhagic fever syndrome. Ebola in particular causes the walls of the capillaries to slightly separate and blood starts leaking. You'll get conjunctival injection, which is bleeding into the eye. That petechial hemorrhage and that leakage ultimately leads to shock and death, just like you would have with sepsis.
Health workers celebrating as the last Ebola patient was released from hospital in Sierra Leone. That was part of the world's worst Ebola outbreak. That happened in West Africa and ended in 2016, leaving 11,000 dead. But Ebola is
our
back.
Country. Now, earlier this week, we told you about the hundreds of Congolese migrants who entered our country via the southern border being dumped into San Antonio. My next guest, investigative journalist Urs Geriger, went there to get the real...
I've already begun to instruct some of my clients when flying and traveling, always keep a scarf around your neck. Protect those capillaries. Protect your nose, your ears, your eyes, any open areas that have the ability to accept any exchange of air, oxygen, or fluids. In addition to Ebola, remember, we have hepatitis, and that is likewise something that is airborne. So if you are a frequent traveler, make sure you carry a scarf. In China, they frequently wear face masks, but I just prefer to tell my clients to carry a thin scarf that is breathable and support the neck, ear, eye area anytime there's close quarter contact with other individuals, and that is anybody. Likewise, the cause of Ebola, although a lot of people do not agree with the fact that Ebola is transmitted via animal, I beg to differ. As a medical student, I can tell you that we've studied extensively a lot of the ways that disease that create pandemic proportions are transmitted. And often we find that it comes through some animal that was engaging with either a person via close contact or via eating it or just having them as pets in very, very close contact within the areas that really need to be protected. That is why we have a lot of hairs on sensitive areas. You even have hair in your ears and in your nose, in your private areas, front and back. And that is to prevent any travel, any easy travel into the sensitive areas of the body, the membrane, the cell, and the blood. So you need to be careful what you ingest and what you allow to come within close quarters of the body. The body is a system. It's not a dumping ground. It's not a waste ground. And you need to protect it and utilize it as it is to be utilized, not with strange bits and bobs in and out.